and welcome back to Andrea Gamero Coaching and NoPainAllGain.ca. So today we are going to talk about bouncing back from burnout. So not long ago, I was going full tilt and my body said enough. And before long, I was in burnout. It took me quite a few days and over a week to fully recover, but here are some of my tips for helping you bounce back from burnout and become productive again. Here are my steps for bouncing back from burnout. So first of all, you can take some time off. That's really important. Number 2, make a list of things you actually like to do. 3, show yourself grace. 4, reintroduce activities as energy allows. And 5, reward yourself for what you do get done. So let's start with taking time off. So the first thing you need to do when burnout strikes is to take time off. For those of us with fibromyalgia and chronic illness, we know full well that pushing through is what we just have to do for most days. But when it comes to burnout, pushing through is just not possible, and this is the time when you need to take a break. So whether it's a day, a week, a month, that's up to you, and it depends on how severe your burnout is. But what's important is that you do take the time you need to get back on track. As most of us know, the consequences of not taking time off can be devastating, and especially when you have fibromyalgia and chronic illness, if you don't take the time you need, your body is going to take it for you, and you will find yourself in bed for days at a time. So as soon as you start feeling that burnout is on the rise, start planning some time off. So time off looks different from person to person. So whether you just need to shut your computer off for a couple of hours and do absolutely nothing, or whether you need to take a couple of days, it's totally up to you. Whatever works for you, you do it. Because if you don't do it, the consequences are going to be dire. This is your body telling you it has enough and you need to take a break, or else there's going to be even worse things that are going to happen. I mean, think about it. If you were going on a long road trip in your car and your little gas tank meter light comes on that says, empty gas tank, you only have, 40 kilometers to go, you wouldn't pass the gas station up ahead and just keep on going. You would stop, you would refill your gas tank, check your oil, your windshield washer, fluid. You would just make sure that your car is in the optimal state so you can keep going safely. And that's what we need to do for our bodies. When you get that warning signal that your body's had enough and it needs a break, it needs a rest, take it. Because it's the only way you're going to be able to be productive in the future. One last thing about taking a break is that once you do get yourself back on track, try to plan vacations and small breaks in the future so that you can prevent yourself from going through this again. Most of us are go-getters and we just want to get everything done and just go, 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 go. And our bodies weren't designed to do that. So planning some breaks into your schedule, into your week, into, once a month is a really good way to prevent yourself from burning out in the future. So the next thing you want to do is make a list of things you like to do. Now don't panic. This isn't another list of to-dos. This is a list of things you really like to do. Things that help you feel relaxed, that help reinvigorate yourself, get your mind going, things that make you happy. So this should be a good list, not a bad list that you're going to be creating. And once it's created, then you can go back to it when you're feeling burnout creeping up to you, so you can give your body a break and do some fun stuff to reward yourself. So let's go through that list. So number 1, sleeping. That's a big one for people with FM and chronic illness. Now, you don't want to go overboard on this, because if you nap too much during the day, your nighttime routine is going to get thrown off, and that leads to a whole bunch of other problems. But making sure that you're getting enough sleep during the night. So whether that's 8 hours, 9 hours, find out what that sweet spot is for you. For me, about 8 hours is perfect. And then make sure you stick to that sleep routine, because if you don't, again, it'll spiral into other things. But number one is sleeping. 2 could be a movie marathon. I love those. A day at the beach, a hike in the woods, a trip to the zoo or aquarium, playing or listening to music, a day at the spa, woodworking, needlework. The list goes on. You could be writing, doing sports. It truly is endless. Just whatever makes you happy and helps you feel refreshed and ready to go back to work, that's what you need to do. So whatever you've been putting aside because of your busy schedule is a great thing for you to be doing, as long as it makes you happy. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to cost a lot at all. It's about finding something that lets your brain kind of shut off for a little while, give your body a bit of a break, just make you relaxed and rejuvenate your body. So doing something that you love to do is just a marvelous way of getting back on track again. So the next thing you want to do is show yourself grace. This can be a hard one. I hate being unproductive. Not getting things done, it just really weighs on me. But when I hit the wall like I did recently, I had no choice. I needed to take a break. So what I did was I headed downstairs for a movie marathon. I did some Bridgerton. I did some Crash Landing on You. It's a K-drama. Highly recommend it. And my daughter even joined me for that. So that was nice. We could just have some mother-daughter hangout time, which was really great. And once I had that break, I was ready to move on the next day. But without that break, I would have just kept hitting my head against the wall with the frustration that I was having because I had burned out. So when my mind thought of all the negative thoughts and of all the things that I wasn't getting done, I had to gently remind myself that it was okay. I'm human and they will get done. Having a schedule is a great thing, but we also have to be flexible enough to move things around when our days aren't going as planned. So when you do that, you wouldn't berate a small child if they weren't feeling well. So why are you berating yourself? You need to show yourself the same grace you would a child you absolutely adore when they're not feeling well. And then once you do that, your body will be able to heal faster, because your brain is not going to continue to beat. When your brain is beating yourself up, it can't heal properly. So you want to try to be positive and encouraging with yourself. Just accept that, you're human and these things happen and the things will get done. Schedule them for a different day, and one step at a time, you're going to get back into your productive mode, and you can put all of this in the past. But this is where grace comes in. Showing yourself that you're loved, that you deserve a break, that you deserve a vacation, whatever it is. You are deserving. As a child of God who loves you more than anything, you are deserving of love, and you're deserving of a break now and again. So give it a try. Show yourself grace. If you need help with this, please reach out to me at andrea@nopainallgain.ca. I can give you some positive affirmations and can flesh it out a little bit more for you, what grace can look like in your life. So the next step is to introduce activities as your energy allows. Whether it takes you a day, a week, a month to recover, don't jump back into your activities right away. This can be really hard for the overachievers to follow, but it's vital for us not to do this, or we're going to relapse right back into burnout, and that's not helpful for anyone. So one of the challenges that FM and chronic illness brings is the crazy fluctuations in energy. One day you feel like you can move mountains, and you do, and the next day you crash. And sometimes that can be a couple of days of crash, and that's definitely not fun. So it's really important to create a balance in your day. Don't go crazy at it. Just introduce things as your energy allows. So for me, I would start my day, feed the family, take care of the pets, get into what my virtual assistant work for and my paid clients, make sure I've got them taken care of, and then anything else on my list is just bonus after that. So just when this crash happened, I was really pushing myself hard because I also homeschool my son, and I wanted to get the Grant Cardone 10X marketing program finished. I also wanted to get my FM book finished and posted on Amazon by the end of August, so that when September rolled around, I was ready to go. But that's not exactly what happened. And by pushing the Grant Cardone, which is an amazing program, I'll put a link down below for that. But by putting that pressure on myself to get this all completed, really did lead to my burnout. And the Grant Cardone did get finished by the end of August. My book, Tips for Living with Fibromyalgia and Chronic Illness, is now available on Amazon, both digital and a print copy as well. So I'll put links for that below if you want to go check those out. But I just had to, in that moment, realize, you know what, it's not the end of the world if they don't get done on time. So, as I mentioned, the Grant Cardone did get finished the end of August, but I really only recently, like within the last week or two, so as we're recording this, it's October, actually get the print copy finalized on Amazon. So it's just giving myself the grace to say, you know what, okay, they didn't accept this version, try again next week, try again tomorrow, try again until it got accepted. And now it is. But in the meantime, I had to cut back on the extra things that I want to get done, and just slide them in where it was possible. But now that those two things are done, I can now move into some other courses, also start implementing some other things I learned through Grant Cardone, and really get my marketing to where it should be. The next important step is to reward yourself for what gets done. So yes, I was disappointed that the Grant Cardone course didn't get finished on time and my book was not on time, but I gave myself grace and said, you know what, it will get done. I'm so much closer than I was yesterday, and it's okay. A few more weeks, another month, it's going to be okay. And that really helped take the pressure off myself so I could get through and get done what needed to be done. But the other thing is that when I did get little stuff done for the day, then I could reward myself by going down and watching another episode of Crash Landing on You, or watching my favorite bits from Pride and Prejudice or Bridgerton. But I made that my little reward at the end of the day to say, hey, great job. And it also, by rewarding myself at the end of the day with those things, I was able to keep myself on track with the things I did want to get accomplished so that they got done. Because if I just gave in every time I was like, oh, I'm just going to go watch it and such, then I would get nothing done. But by showing myself grace, doing a little bit by little bit, then I could go and have some fun at the end of the day. So I don't know if you realize it or not, but we are often our harshest critics. I know for a fact that I am. And some of the things I say to myself, I would never say to anyone else. So sometimes we have to look at what we're saying to ourselves and how we view the world. So do you want your glass to be half full or half empty? Because that makes all the difference in the world. If it's half full, that's a positive perspective. If it's half empty, then it's negative. And when you live in a negative mindset, it just sucks the life out of you and everything that you're doing. So it's really important to look at it from the glass is half full. And look how much closer I am to where I was yesterday. And when you can do that, you are going to be able to cross that finish line, because you're not going to have given up because of negative thinking. So living your life from the glass half full perspective allows you to celebrate what you did accomplish. If you think back to your teachers and coaches that you had in your life, the ones that gave you kudos for what you were doing and how you were proceeding, I can almost bet you, they were more inspirational than the ones that didn't. So go ahead, give yourself a reward, whether it's at the end of the day, end of the week, end of the project. Just find something fun that you really want to do and reward yourself with it. It gives you something to look forward to, and it helps you stay focused on the task at hand. I mean, think about it. I don't think those teachers that gave us the little gold stars in school did it for nothing. So in conclusion, bouncing back from burnout is possible when we give ourselves a chance. By allowing ourselves to take a break, do things we love, show ourselves grace, add activities back as energy allows, and reward ourselves at the end of the day, we can make it so much more fun. Punishing ourselves is never the answer. So give this a try. When you hit the wall, honor yourself by taking a break that you so greatly deserve. The world will keep on turning while you take a break to smell the roses. Thank you so much for joining me today. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here. So I would really appreciate it if you like this content, if you would like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm so that others can find my channel as well. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Did you know that one-on-one coaching is a great way to break through the problems that are holding you back in life? Well, that's what I do. I am a health and lifestyle coach that specializes in fibromyalgia and chronic illness. So I love helping those that are having problems with FM and chronic illness, but I am more than happy to help anyone that's having trouble breaking through the barriers that are preventing them from going after their dreams. So if you think this would be something that would be helpful for you, please reach out to me at andrea@nopainallgain.ca, and I would be happy to set up a free consultation with you to see if working one-on-one would be a great fit for both of us. So I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you know how much God loves you and what an incredible and awesome original person you are, and that you can do anything when you allow yourself to take a chance. So have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.